Arpeggios, what are they and how can we use them? Arpeggios are basically just broken chords, right? So we're taking pieces of the chords and we're kind of separating them into its individual parts. So, for example, for C major, we have C, E, and G, right? So we could play it all together as a chord, or we can arpeggiate it, which just means play like this. Right? So, we can do this with any different chord. So, for proper fingering, it's probably going to be best if we go thumb, pointer, middle, and then thumb again if we want to go another octave. If we don't want to go another octave, we're just going to do the pinky. So I'll start with 1 octave, then we'll do 2, and then we'll do 3 and 4 octaves. See what that sounds like. So starting with 1 octave, it's just going to be thumb on the C, pointer finger for C major, pointer finger on E, middle finger on G, and pinky on C. Right? This is going to make our C major chord if we were to put it together. Right? But for the arpeggio, we're just going to go bum, 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 bum. And if you're working with a kid who has a smaller hand, they might have to jump around a little bit, especially to get to that pinky. But that's okay. There's no pressure to connect the notes. And honestly, if they really want to connect the notes, they can just use the damper pedal to be able to do that, the sustain pedal with the foot, right? So, bum, 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 bum. So this might, with their little hands, look bum, 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 with a big hop there, right? So same thing, I made another video on chords. If you haven't seen it, you can go check that out. But same thing, when introducing the arpeggios, we want to just go with the chords that we already know, because chords come first, and then we can arpeggiate them. It's easier to think about everything as one chord, and then just moving fingers than need to think about the individual notes at a time, right? So C, E, G, C, E, G, and then C at the top and back down, G, E, C, G, E, C. So that was with 2 octaves, right? So with 2 octaves, we're taking our thumb and putting it at the top of the first octave, right? So we got thumb, pointer, middle, then we jump again to thumb, pointer, middle, now we do our pinky. Bum, 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 bum. If we want to do 3 octaves, we just do our thumb twice. So that'll be bum, 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 bum. Really testing my own range there. And if we wanted to do 4 octaves and go even higher, I'm not even going to try to sing this one, we go bum, bum, bum. So this is something that's really cool. We can do this with other, we can do it with other chords as well, like D minor, for example. And I'm actually just holding the pedal down because I really like how the sound just connects between the notes. I like the pedal. Maybe I use it a little bit too much. I do think I use it just a little bit too much, but I do really like the pedal. So yeah, if you have any questions with this concept, throw them into the comments. Arpeggios are awesome. You can do very cool things. I'm just going to play y'all out with a little bit of improvisation using lots of arpeggios. So here we go. I was actually using the second degree of the chord, which is kind of like an add 9 on those. We got the D, for the C chord, I was adding the D in there because it adds a little bit to the chord. Right? But just a practical example of how we can use arpeggios within music. If we were to do just the chord, it would sound like that, right? Still very pretty. Very pretty sounds. Arpeggios are awesome. If you have any questions with arpeggios, leave a comment. I think I already said all this, but smash the like button. Help me reach more people with this education content, and see you in the next